Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hello, my name is Zoran. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. In this video, I'm going to be telling you guys about what I do as a patient care assistant in the hospital in the emergency department, okay? So I'm going to be a little bit more in depth with the job description, I should say, or what happens while I'm at work. I will be talking to you guys about the different sections in my department and so on and so forth, okay? So if you don't know, I am aspiring to become a registered nurse or a travel nurse or a nurse practitioner, something along those lines I'm going to be doing in the near future, okay? So on my channel, I try to document my journey. Don't mind Jesus, my hair. But yes, we're not gonna let that distract us because I'm not gonna flat iron my hair again. So I try to document my journey. I started out as a home health aide, and so I would have documented that on my channel as well. Then I went back to school and I did my CNA, and now I'm a patient care associate or a patient care technician, whichever. I don't know really if there's a big difference, but yeah, just know that's the level I'm at right now, and I will be telling you guys a little bit more about my job. All right, anyways, so let me just put this out there, guys. I'm going to be talking a little bit about my journey first before I dive into the actual content, so just bear with me, and then you guys can pick up. The timestamp will be on the screen as to when I will actually start talking about my job. So if you're just here to get to the content, just get right in there, girl. But if you want to watch me talk, then stick around. Let me just say thank you so much, guys. We hit 1,000 subscribers. Hello. Listen, I will cry, I will really cry. It's just because I'm not even feeling well right now, but I will get super emotional because when I think about how far I've come and how the journey has been, it hasn't been a very fast journey for me. It was very slow, very steady. Sometimes I got really overwhelmed and like, is this even worth it? What am I doing? You get what I'm saying? But I know that I'm doing this for myself. I didn't need like, oh, someone to say, oh, keep going, Zoran. I knew that I wanted to do this, and I knew that my love and my passion for YouTube is here. So regardless if I'm getting the support right now or not, I was not going to give up because I know that I am going to keep going because this is what I want to do. You understand what I'm saying? So I just did my thing at my pace, and I'm so thankful to the people who really stuck beside me. How long we've been here? Like, I think it's like 2 years, 3 years now. Hello, we started from, I think, 2020. Well, no, oh my gosh, it's 2020. But I really just want to take this opportunity to tell every person thank you so much. If you've been with me since the start, since when I just put up my first video, I really thank you because that's far, that's a long time. Girl, very, very skinny. Girl looked so, sometimes I watch about my old videos and I'm just like, oh my gosh, Sharon. But I promise myself that I will never delete a video because that is a memory. That is to show me that, you've done this and you're growing. I'm not going to be embarrassed from my past. I'm just going to be grateful of what I have become and who I've become and where I am at now. That's it. I'm not going to be embarrassed. I'm not going to be like ashamed of myself or feeling like, oh my gosh, why I wasn't like this or why you see the change, okay? So that's what matters most. My channel, oh my gosh, it's so much memories. Like, I changed from doing pranks and I was doing a bunch of those things. I did a bunch of videos, challenges with my cousins. It was so fun. It was very entertaining. Like, my older videos are very entertaining. Like, they're straight entertainment. Like, they'll make you laugh. They're very comical. They're very just through the roof with pranks and challenges and all of that. And to know that I'm now just like transitioning into more authentic or aesthetic videos and videos that I'm more passionate about, that is growth for me. I really have to say thank you. If you are just joining the boat, I have to even give you thanks because I feel like I've gotten a lot of my support now from my nursing content. Like, I've met a lot of subscribers who just watch my other videos that's just solely nursing, like, and I couldn't have made it to the 1K without you guys because you guys really say, yeah, I love this. I have a video that is like 21,000 views. You understand? I'm like, wait, what? 21K, and I know that it's from that video that I've garnered or I've gained a lot of my new subscribers because yeah, I have a lot of people who was here rocking with me, but it's like sometimes it dwindled. Sometimes you tune in, sometimes you do, which I'm still very grateful, and I still love you to the core because you still is a subscriber. You still is on my side. Okay, yeah. So we're not gonna make this video about that, but I just want to tell you guys thank you. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much. If you're not a commenter, if you're a commenter, if you're not a liker, if you're a liker, if you're not a sharer and you're a sharer, I don't care who you are. Once you're looking at me right now and once you are hearing this, I really want to tell you thank you for your support. It really means a lot to me. Like, I literally shed tears when I hit 1K because it was like, what? So yes, let me not make this video too dragged out because I know why you guys are here, and I just want to tell you this is my first video for the new year. This wasn't supposed to be the first video though. This was supposed to be the last video of 2024 actually, but a lot of things have been just coming up and I'm just like, oh my gosh, what is going on? I really wanted to post this video before the year ends and I was beating myself up on, but grace, always give yourself grace, you know. So I said, you know what, Zern, don't kill yourself off and stress yourself out and lose 5 pounds. No, just breathe, relax, and keep going. And today I didn't even know that I was going to be recording because I feel like I'm catching a flu. But I said, you know what, that's not gonna shake me. I've been making too many excuses. I'm just gonna go put the camera up and record, and however this video turns out, that's how you guys are gonna get it. Okay, real, raw, uncut, everything. So yeah, so I'm just gonna tell you guys, speak off my head. It's not scripted, so I hope that I'm not like dragging it out and, you know, rambling too much. But yeah, so that's that. I think I owe you guys a life update, but I like to give my life updates when a lot of things happen, like when I can talk and make the whole video be a life update, because a lot has happened, both good and bad, like terrible, and both very, very good. But it's a matter of time when I really want to share them. So I feel like as I grow on my platform, you guys will get another life update. But for right now, I'm just giving it a rest. But just know that a lot of things has been changing with your girl, and I'm just trying to be strong and I'm trying to be consistent, because consistency and self-discipline is key, you guys. You know, I'm gonna always drop in a little bit of motivation and encouraging words, because that is also what I'm passionate about on my channel. I love to speak, I love to share my thoughts with people and tell you guys, you know, don't do this and whatever, and try to live by what I'm actually preaching. So anyways, let's just chop it up right now and tell you guys how I stress out myself at work. Okay, so the first thing that I want you guys to know is that I work in the emergency department, right? And so it's very crazy, it's very fast paced, it's very busy, right? It's very different. So how something would be set up in the med-surg section, it's completely different. We don't have rooms for patients where they come in and we see them 2, 3, 4 days. We don't do that. We don't have that. So at my hospital, and as I'm always going to tell you guys, I only talk about what happens at my facility. So I don't need anyone to come and tell me, oh, that's wrong, that's right. No, that just doesn't happen at your facility, but it happened where I work. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, so my hospital is divided into like 3, well, the ED is divided into like a bunch of sections. Let me tell you. So you have fast track, you have step down, you have trauma, cardiac, triage, A side, B side, and the GYN room. You have observation, and you have pediatrics. So I don't know how many I've listed, how many sections I've listed, but those are all in the emergency section, right? So there are times when I would have worked in all of those sections. Like each day I'd go to a different area. So it's not every day I go to triage. It's not every day that I go to fast down or fast track or step down or GYN, or you get what I'm saying? So yeah, mainly PCAs work in like triage, B side, A side, and GYN, and sometimes we'll go to the observation unit. So let me tell you guys what I do in triage. Triage is like the welcome. You just go to the hospital, the ED part. So probably you come in and you're having chest pains, you'll go to the triage area first. You'll have to get an EKG done because, you know, we don't know what's going on at the chest. So we are the first person that sees you when you get into the hospital, apart from the waiting area. And they're going to ask you, why are you here, sir? Why are you here, ma'am? And you go and you see, you know, the nurse or the doctor, and then not the doctor, the nurse, and then you come straight into us, right? Sometimes triage has another part where they come in straight from the EMT, so that we hate seeing those people. So honestly, like, I'm like, where are you going with this guy? With this, hello, we just made all these beds. Why are you taking so many people in at once? So sometimes if you're not fit to walk, and carry yourself to the hospital, then you come in through the ambulance or the fire department take you in. You get what I'm trying to say? So it's either through the EMT or the fire team that brings them in to the triage. So it's two ways you can come in through the triage part. And my story, sometimes you'll see me post like, oh my gosh, we just got done with, you know, clearing the room and tidying it up, and the beds are made, everything is nice and tidy, and then look, you see a fire team coming in with someone on the stretcher, and we're just like, wait, what's keeping? Yeah, so a lot of times you'll see me post that on my stories just because that's where I'm working. To me, my favorite place is the triage. Like, I love being busy. I love being on my feet. I love being like, okay, what he wants, what she wants, you know? And whereas if you have a good team, chef's kiss, but it's not for the week. Like, I have to make sure that I'm wearing my compression socks on days that I'm working in the triage, because it's like, it's crazy, okay? Very, very hectic, but I love it to bits. So triage is basically, I'm gonna put the definition on the screen and what it entails. So that's just pretty much it. And then once we triage them and find out what's really going on with them, then they will be transferred either to A side or B side, depending on what the issue is. So B side entails like people who needs to be monitored or observed or just watched on a 1-to-1 level or a 2-to-1 level. So that's my yellow gowns people. So for example, if you come in with SI like suicidal ideation or something like that, you will come in as we'll put you automatically in a yellow gown and you'll be a 1-to-1, because you want to hurt yourself. We don't want that. You understand? So we're gonna get our BHAs, behavioral health aides, that they're going to keep a close watch on you and sit with you and, you know, care for you. So we won't do that because we have other things to do, like do blood work, help the nurses with other stuff, get their urine samples and stuff like that. So some persons come in, they spit in on us, they fight in us through the triage. We'll call for the BHs and be like, listen, we need help because this lady wants to thump up my nose and I'm not in it right now. You understand? So come and help us. And I love that with my hospital, because it's like we have some big men and they just come over and be like, yo, what's good? I'm like, thank you. Because I'm just a girl. Okay. And we just overuse that. Like, I'm just a girl. Why you want to, you know, come on, get our men, and they come and help us, and then they transfer them to B side. And they will either put them in restraints or whatever that case is. Sometimes we'll ask them, are they going to be sedated, you know, medicated, like they need to calm down, and we have to have some form of help. I'm trying to wrap through everything I'm watching the time. So we're at 16:29 right now. So let's keep going. So that's that. So B side and A side are basically the waiting areas for the hospital at my place. That's where they'll wait for the doctor, and the nurses will still do their little tests. So whatever test that you have to get done, whether you're waiting for a CT scan, an ultrasound, an X-ray, MRI, whatever it is that you came to the hospital for, you're going to be placed in either one of those areas or sections, whether the A side or the B side. The B side now has your inmates, the ones who want to hurt themselves, the one who wants to run away, the ones who are lost, like missing people, go to B side. So you can kind of draw your own conclusions and say that, okay, B side is kind of more of the critical part where you want. So it's a lot of things going on in B side too while you wait. You have people who, intox go to B side. Yeah, intox, our 1-to-ones, our restraints, people are inmates, all of those people, they go to B side. You know, they're gonna be in a stretcher. It's like, usually at my hospital it could go up to like 50 people. I don't know, 50 to 75 people in our B side area. It can get as busy as that. And we will have our fall risk. So each section is going to have a fall risk and a regular patient. So fall risk, you come in and you're feeling dizzy, or you come in and you can't walk, or you come in and you're feeling your blood pressure is too high or something like that. You're placed with a yellow band and a yellow socks, and your bed label is going to mark fall risk with your name and everything. So that's what happened at Zorian's hospital. Right, good. So each section, A side and B side, we have some patients who's going to be recognized as fall risk people. Our job also is to aid that patient with ambulation. So if they're going to go to the restroom, we're not going to be like, oh, you're going to go to the restroom and just let them go. No, we're going to guide them. We're going to be with them. Whether they need to collect urine, we'll remind them that, hey, your nurse wanted urine, so I'm going to give you this cup with your label, and you get your urine down, blah, 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 blah. Right? So that's what happened. So that's B side. B side for me is kind of chill. In terms of, if I'm tired, I would want to go in B side, because you just basically sit down and watch people and document. So B side, you're going to be documenting hourly on your fall risk patients. We only document on fall risk patients, and the BHAs, they will document on their patients, their one-to-ones or their two-to-ones. They'll document on those things. I don't know what they do, but I'm just talking for me. And while they wait for the doctor and go for their CT scans, we'll run like blood work, we'll run urine analysis, stuff like that we will be doing while they're there, right? And they wait for however long, and yeah, until the doctor sees them, and then they are able to be discharged. Some of them, they get admitted, right? So it depends on if you are able to leave, then you will leave, but if not, you're gonna get admitted and you go upstairs to a nice lovely bed. All right, so A side, now we jump back to A. A is less of the crazy. A side to me is like you're feeling a lot more pain, like you're having a cyst, you're having abdominal pain, you're having back pain, and people who needs to see a gynecologist is also there too. So we have burning in the urine, people who come over there and it's all right, yeah, you understand? So whatever, people who come in like an accident, they fell on stairs and they're in a neck brace or they can't walk, those are the people you will find in A side. Right, in my hospital. What else I would say now? And then we'll document also. Our radiology team, our PCAs are going to come for them and take them to do their CT scans, their ultrasounds, and then they bring them back, and the waiting process is the same. So you're basically just being placed in a section to wait for your doctor to see you, and then they take it from there. Right. Fast track now is basically, fast track is going to basically like be for minor things. So you come in with a cut on your finger or a dog bite on your thumb, or you come in and you're having fever for 3 days. You come in because you have an ingrown toenail that has been bothering you and you can't wear your nice heels because the ingrown is there, and you want a doctor to come and give it some attention. You come and they place it in fast track. You're having a headache and you just feel stressed out and you want to come to the ED, you go in fast track. Yeah, right. So fast track is basically like minor issues or concerns, but they still have to get dealt with, because we can't tell you, say, oh lady, that's not important, go back home. No, we still have to see everyone that comes to the hospital. Okay. Our trauma and cardiac, it speaks for itself. It speaks for itself. Like the other day we saw someone with a baby passing with the stretcher, and we're like, oh my god, we're clapping because she just gave birth in the trauma, because she came in and she was almost like in labor. Well, she was basically in labor, and we had to just send her right over there. She couldn't even go upstairs, like we just straight over there, and she delivered and everything, and we were like, oh my gosh, oh, look at the little baby. So yeah, because she had to be transferred up now to the maternity ward and watch out for you. Very rare that I would work in the trauma or the cardiac, but I've worked in those places before. Our step down is somewhat similar to fast track. It's very much calm. It's like 4 patients in there, and those are basically being monitored and so forth. And our observation is also very much small. I believe it's just 10 patients that's allowed over there as well, and they're being observed whether they're going to be admitted very soon or whatnot. And we had no space to hold them in the A side or B side, and they need to be on serious monitoring. Then they will go into the observation unit, which is all in the emergency section. So I hope that you guys are following what I'm saying. Right, and then our peds, I think, is our last section. It's just for pediatric. It's just our kids departments where they come in and they have their own little thing going on. I haven't worked in peds like as a PCA. Only since I've gotten off orientation, I've never worked over there as a PCA. That's what I mean. But we still have PCAs there that works. Usually they didn't have them back in the day. It's just now that they are getting them, because everywhere is just getting crazy, you know. So we need the help, and so, well, they needed the help, and so that's why we were hired in that department. So yeah, I hope you guys kind of get a little backstory of what I do, or what it entails, or how it's basically divided. So I basically just spoke to you guys about what it is like working in the hospital in the emergency department as a patient care associate, right? That's it. I was just basically telling you how it you know, it plays out and what happens in each of the departments. I'm trying to make sure that I covered everything. So of course, every day I'm going to be doing vitals. I'm going to be doing an EKG. I'm going to be doing a finger stick, like a glucose testing. I'm going to be doing a urine sample. It doesn't matter which department I work, which section I work, whether A side or B side or triage, well, triage, we're not going to be doing any of those things. We're just going to be doing vitals and EKGs and finger stick. That's all that happens in triage, because it's just fast. We can hook you up to monitor and can diagnose you with anything right now. We just want to see what is wrong with you and send you over to your respective area. That's what happens in triage. So it's just in and over, that's it. I start my shift from 3 and then I end at 11:30, and we will get our break time from around 6 to 8 p.m. So no, 6 to 8, yeah, or 6 to 7. So 6 if you want to go, and we get an hour break. All depends. We try to make it work and just have fun. My shift is very nice, very, very nice. I can't get up out of my bed early. Since of late, I've been trying to do my little extra hours and my OT, so I'll go at work at 11 to 11, and it's good. It works out for me. Works out. So that's that. I don't know if there's anything else to it. Of course, I'm not going to be able to record like how I was able to record in the nursing homes. I hope I was able to give you guys a little insight on what it entails as working in the emergency section. That's the specific that's just what I wanted to talk about, the part of being in the ED part. So it's not just what it's like working as a PCA, but a PCA in the emergency department at a hospital. That's all I wanted to touch on. You know, I'm not sure if there's many YouTubers or videos on YouTube with videos of this nature, so that is why I like putting all my content. And if it helps you, leave that in the comments and let me know. Say, girl, it really helps me out. I love those kind of comments, and I try to talk to everybody in my comments. I'm talking like we know each other from PE class. Okay, good. So I'll see you guys when I have another video to post. I'm going to be trying to come back with some more vlogs and stuff like that. I'm trying to balance my work and my social life and my personal life, and I will see you guys when I have another video. Stay tuned, keep subscribing, keep sharing, keep liking and commenting, and I will be right there to answer you guys. Thank you so much. I hope this video was very helpful to someone if you're interested in starting in the hospital. If you're interested in going into ED, then you can know what to kind of expect, and I hope that this was a good video for you nonetheless. Okay, so yeah, because sometimes I'm like, was this even a good video? But I hope that it helped someone and that you would have enjoyed it nonetheless. All right, so thank you so much for watching, and have a blessed and prosperous rest of year, the following months, however you guys want to believe it. If your new year starts in March, however it is, enjoy your months and enjoy each day and live in the moment. All right, so I love you, and I thank you so much again for hitting 1K.